What if I told you there was a way you can play MyCAREER and fully customize everything beyond your wildest imagination? You can make your player a 99 overall with every badge on Legendary without costing you any VC. You can make any build you want with no restrictions. You can do it all. You can make a 7'5" center with 99 3-point shot. You can make a 5'7" point guard with 99 driving dunk. The possibilities are endless. And the biggest part about it, it's free. You won't have to spend no money besides the money you used buying 2K25. I know us old folks like me, the OGs kind of, used to play MyCAREER and used to fall in love with those storylines, or some people didn't even like the storylines, and that's okay. But also we fell in love with playing in the combine, earning our way to the draft, and then getting drafted. We haven't gotten drafted on MyCAREER in so long, like an actual classic MyCAREER draft where you don't know where you're going. This was before you even could pick your top 3 teams you want drafted to. No, you just played in the combine, hoped you played well enough to get drafted. Like 2K11, you could get drafted in the 2nd round. It wouldn't even matter. There's a way we can have that kind of nostalgia back just a little bit, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. Now, this MyCAREER mode is fully customizable. You can change just about anything you want, and we'll go through all of that here in the video. So stay tuned, like the video, and subscribe if you're new, and let's just go ahead and get into it. So creating how-to or tutorial type videos, basically there's 2 people in the comment sections. There's people with common sense and there's people without it. I'm gonna do my best, guys, to explain this as easily as I can. And if you're one of those people without common sense, you're probably gonna comment that you didn't have any clue how to do this because I explained it terribly. So, and then there's gonna be those people with common sense that are just gonna comment, hey, thanks for the tips, thanks for the help. I'm gonna go ahead and do this with my own self. So just listen the best you can and follow through what you see on your screen. That's all I could literally tell you guys. So the first thing you want to do when you're in your main menu, guys, let's go to features. Okay, let's go to create a player. As you can see here, I've already have 2 created. I have one that is 70 overall. Now, if you're going to put your player to get drafted, my advice, just to make it more fun, is to make your player a 65 through a 70 overall. Because if you make your player like an 81, 85, 90, 95, 99 off of the rip, you already know you're going to go first overall. So if you kind of want to have more randomized teams select you in the draft, go ahead and make yourself a 65 through a 70 overall. And once you get drafted, you can always just go into your roster and edit your attributes, edit your badges, edit anything you want to edit. That's my best advice for you guys. 65 through 70 overall. That way it's more randomized where you get drafted. So once you get done creating your player, you put everything in. This is all personal. I'm not going to show you guys this. This is all personal here. Go ahead and keep changes and return. So now as you can see, I have a center right here, 70 overall. First step is done, guys. Next step, create a draft class. Click NBA. Here's where it gets tricky on this screen. When you go into this game mode, there's different eras you can play. You can make your MyCAREER and get drafted in 1985 if you wanted to. You can make your MyCAREER save and get drafted in 2002. You can get drafted in any year from, I believe, 83 to 2024. Or you could even go to 2025 if you really wanted to. If you want to join the draft class with Cooper Flag, I'll teach you how to do that as well. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is if you want to join the 2024 draft class, if you want to join before the start of this current NBA season in real life, basically the draft class with Alex Sarr, with Zach Risachet, I think that's how you say his name on the Hawks, with Who else is in Dalton Connect? If you want to be in the 2024 draft, it's very simple. Go to historic draft class. Go all the way down. Put yourself into this historic 2024 draft class. So as you can see, there's the guy from the Hawks, Alex Sarr, Reed Shepard, Stephen Castle, Klingon. They're all here, guys. Okay? So, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know why he's on the 2K official thing. But you know what? We'll cancel him out. So when you're here in the draft class that you want, go over with the left trigger and then you'll see your created players. All you want to do, click that created player that you made and copy them to the draft class. It's going to ask you to remove a player from this draft class. You can scroll all the way down if you want, which is usually what I do. I just take the last player out of the draft class because usually they're just some generic 2K generated player. But this guy, for some reason, is at the top. I don't know who he is. I don't think he's a real player. I think he's somehow one of these 2K generated players that somehow is 76 overall. So I'm just going to go ahead and replace this guy with myself. So now as you see, if I go down to 70 overalls, I am right there. I'm a part of the 2024 draft class now. So press back and go ahead and save draft class. You can save it as whatever you want. But, you know, if you want to kind of make sure you don't pick the wrong one, save it as what year. I'm going to go 24 DC for 24 draft class. So we're going to save that. You don't have to enter a description either. Okay, so let's say you wanted to do the same thing. And we're going to go again. Historic draft class. Say you wanted to be in LeBron's draft class. Okay, say you wanted to play with LeBron. Or, you know, play in his era when he was a rookie. So we're going to go 2003 draft class. As you can see, LeBron there, Carmelo, Chris Bosh, D-Wade. Where's my dog, though? Where's my dog? My favorite player of all time, guys. My boy Kyle Korver. Yes, sir. Second rounder right there. But anyways, same thing here. Go to your created players. Copy the draft class. You got to get rid of someone. Now, these got a lot of real players, so I would really advise going all the way down and replacing a player at the very bottom. So I'm going to cancel this, though. Exit without saving because I am not making that draft class. But you guys get the gist on what you want to do with these historic draft classes. Pick the draft class you want to be in, and then from there, you get to that draft class. So, if you wanted to join the future draft class with Cooper Flag, you're going to have to go to user created draft class and stay on this first tab, hot. Jack Move 916 is the one you want to download. This guy has almost 10 million downloads of this draft class. He has 117 updates. So this guy is really putting the work in to make this stuff all realistic. And as you can see up there in his description, he's updating combine numbers, wingspans, heights, and etc. as he gets them. So this guy's really taking care of us by making these draft class. So shout out to Jack Move. We're going to go ahead and select that one. And as you can see, Cooper Flag's there. He's an 82 overall. Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey. They're all here. But the same thing you want to do, guys. Go find your creative player. Copy them to the draft class. And just go all the way down. All the way down here. And Stan Gilmore. I'm sorry, you're getting replaced. So now you're... Wait a minute. Why is he still there? Why is he still there? Am I in here? I would advise to make sure you're in here before you save. So, okay, I am in here. I don't know what happened there, but whatever. I am in here. Same thing. Go back. Save draft class. New file. And we're going to go 25 draft class. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so now, guys, what we do is we go to MyNBA. Click MyNBA. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. And we're going to go ahead and create a new save. So anyways, whatever draft class you created is what you're going to pick for your era. So say you made one with LeBron. You can go right here to this Kobe era. As you can see right there, it says 2002. So it starts in 2002. Okay. So if you want to be a part of that 03 draft class, basically you'll start this save in 2002, simulate that first season, until you get to that 2003 draft, and then you will insert your draft class into the game. Might not make sense for those non-common sense people, but it's pretty simple because I'm going to show you how to enter your draft class into this save. So, same thing, but let's say you made one for 1996. Say you wanted to be Kobe's draft, right? You would click the Jordan era, and as you can see, this will start in 1991. So you're going to have to simulate 5 seasons before you can get to that 1996 draft class and get your player into the league. Does that make sense to you guys? So, we're just going to do the 2024 and 25. I'm going to show you guys real quick what to do. So first, we're going to do the 2024 draft class, which is Alex Sarr, Dalton Connect, Zach from the Hawks. So we're going to go ahead and click Modern Era, hit Continue. All of this, guys, is personal preference, okay? Whatever you guys want to do, it does not matter at all. Except start from. So if you're going to be doing the 2024 draft class, you want to go ahead and start from the offseason, okay? That's very important if you're doing a 2024 draft class. Start from the offseason. So we're going to go ahead and hit Advance. Everything else on this screen is personal preference. Pick any team, because you don't know what team you're drafted to yet. You can switch later. I'm going to go Cavs. I'm a Cavs fan. First thing that's going to pop up right here, guys. Well, after this, sorry. Draft class. Pay attention. Download draft class. Okay? Download draft class. Click that. User created, because you are a user and you created the draft class, correct? Bam. 24 draft class. We're going to go ahead and load that in. Bam. We're done. What I would advise you guys to do is go to Simulate to the draft lottery, okay? And because sorry, I'm stuttering here. The results are going to be different than real life. Like, the Hawks might not get the first pick. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to skip to the results. So, as you can see, Pistons, Blazers, and Spurs, they have the top 3 picks. Unlike the Hawks, Wizards, and whoever else. I don't even remember. So, now that you're done with that, go ahead and go to the NBA draft. I mean, you can look at everything else if you want to, but for now, we're just trying to get on the court, right? So we're going to go NBA draft, and we're going to start. So, Pistons are on the clock. How the heck? I don't know how this guy is still in here when I replaced him. So, you might want to look into that better when you do yours. I don't know why, but whatever. Trailblazers. They take Alex Sarr. Now, you can skip this if you want. But, you know, it's kind of fun to let the anticipation build to see where you're going to get drafted. Reed Shepherd to the Blazers. And look at that. I go 5th as a 70 overall. I didn't think I was even going to go this high. But we're going to the Wizards. So, I'm going to go ahead and just sim to the end. So, now that you got the team you're drafted by, what you want to do, go to Options, go to Settings, Team Selection. Uncheck the team you picked, and go ahead and go to the Wizards and select. So now, you're drafted by the Wizards, you switch to the Wizards, and you're connected. Now what I'm going to show you guys to do is if you were doing a 2025 draft class. Okay, so we're back here. If you're doing the 2025 draft class, guys, pretty simple again. Click Modern Era. Before each season starts, it's going to ask you what draft class you want to use. So for this one, though, like I said, all of these right here is personal preference except to start from. I'm going to do today. Today is June 10th, 2025. We're in the finals currently in real life. Thunder are tied with the Pacers 1-1. And Game 3 is tomorrow, Wednesday. So, start from today. It'd be the easiest and fastest way to get through the season. You're not going to be able to do this with any other draft class. So go ahead and start from today. So hit advance. Once you join in, the season's already going to be over, basically. So you ain't going to have to wait and simulate. So it just starting from today basically just speeds it up just a little bit more. That's all. Draft class, guys. Told you every time, first thing that's going to pop up. Load, download. Remember, user created, because you are a user and you created it, right? Come on, here we go. 2025 draft class. Click that and we're good. So now we just simulate the playoffs, and Thunder won. Look at that. Shea is the MVP. Go figure, right? Advance, same thing now. This is all repeating itself, right? Draft lottery. Mavericks got it in real life, right? They might not get it. So we'll skip to the results. Pelicans, Hornets, Wizards. Top 3 picks. It looks like Cooper Flagg's going to go to the Pelicans. Now, if you want it to be more realistic, because you know he's going to the Mavericks in real life. I mean, let's just be honest. Swap him. That's all you got to do. And I'll show you how to do it. So now, we go to the NBA draft. And same as last. Pelicans are on the clock. There goes Cooper Flagg. We know he was going. Hornets now. Ace Bailey. Wizards. That guy, I don't... Edgecombe. Derek Queen. Sixers. Nets. Who's going to pick me, man? Oh, we got to trade. We got to trade. Okongwu is going to the Hawks. And the Raptors are going to give the 7th pick to the Hawks. And they're going to get Trey Johnson. Spurs. They got Conrad something. Rockets. Is someone ever going to draft me, bro? Is someone ever going to draft me? Chicago. Here we come. Here we come. We're going to Chicago, fellas. I'm going to go ahead and sim the end. Same thing. Check this out. Check this out. Options. Team selection. Skip. Or unselect, sorry. Select the Bulls because we got drafted there. You can look at all this if you want. If you want. If you're the Bulls and you want to try to sign some free agents, go ahead. LeBron's a free agent. Kyrie, Harden, Randall. There's a bunch out there. So make any, you know, like I said, it's fully customizable. So do whatever you want. Same thing. Before your start of your next season, it's going to do draft class again. Go ahead and go to user created. But this time, for any future draft class that you guys end up using, make sure you use the right one. So it's going to be the 2026 draft. And we're going to go ahead and, you know, put that one in. Jack Move. You know him. He makes great quality draft classes. So, bam. There he is. The draft class is in for 2026. And he has up to like 6 more seasons worth. Yeah, whatever, LeBron. Go on your farewell tour. So now, we're going to go to our next step here. You got drafted to the team. You got through the offseason, and now you're here. Go ahead and go to position. And go to player lock. And find your player. I made the team. Now, check this out, fellas. From here, you can go to roster. You can go find yourself. Edit. You can edit anything. Anything. Vitals. You want to switch? You want to go be a point guard now? Go ahead. You're a point guard now. How am I born in 05? Never mind. I guess they changed that. I'm sorry. So anyways, do all that. Appearance, body, tattoos, shoes, gear, accessories. All free, guys. All free. Tattoos. As you can see, I have arm sleeves just like in MyCAREER. But what we're looking at, you know, we want badges. So you can put legend on every single badge if you want. Attributes. Now we can upgrade our player. You know, we can give him the attributes we think he should have. You know, you want your player to be a 99? Go ahead. You want your player to be you know, like a 78, like a, you know, a normal rookie, go ahead. A 75, you know, like a regular rookie, go ahead. He will, you know, he'll still upgrade. He'll progress naturally. I think it just, you know, how you play on the court is how it's going to affect, you know, how you upgrade yourself. So, we got that out the way. We got player lock on. Now, I can tell you everything it's fully customizable. Look, Kobe White. You don't like Kobe White's accessories, you know? We'll go Vucevic. Like, why are you wearing these socks? Like, those socks are ugly. Let's give him some scrunchies, you know? Let's give him some scrunchies. There we go. Looks a little better. You want him to have a custom PG6, not just, you know, the colorways that it always puts on just to match the jerseys. Let's go find the PG6s. Let's give him a custom colorway. Or I guess they only have one. But you know what? Look at that. Teammates got some drip now. Right? It don't even matter. You can go to Ja Morant and edit him if you wanted to. Change his accessories, anything you want. Next thing you can do. There ain't no playing 4 games, 5 games, and then you're going to become a starter. No, you ain't got no quest. We ain't doing all that. Go ahead and go to coaching. Coach game plan. Bam. As you can see, Vucevic is a starter. Okay, I'm 6'10 center, so you know what? Sorry, Pat Williams. You're going to go to the bench. Because I'm going to go ahead and make myself starting power forward. And I'd probably get more minutes if, you know, once you raise your overall just a little bit higher. But as you can see, now I'm starting power forward. I didn't have to do nothing but just do a quick swap. Another thing that's kind of fun is if you go to front office, you can relocate your team. You can choose cities, new branding, design the arena uniform, even download a 2K share design if you wanted to. You know, say the Bulls are the first team that finally moves to Vegas. You can make your team be the Vegas Vipers. Or you can change the name if you wanted to. There's plenty of Vegas Venom. There's so many team designs in here. It's crazy. So that's another cool thing you can do. Trades, like I said. Trade finder. Let's say you know, Vucevic time is over because you're the center here now. So we're gonna see what we can get for Vucevic. Boom, trade finder. You put him in. You press start, and look, 22 offers comes through. Pretty cool. You don't have to just select a player that you want, you know, the CPU to try to trade like they do in MyCAREER. And if you wanted to freely swap players, you can. Let me figure out how to do that. I know it's in the settings. Actually, you go to tuning sliders and you go to trades. You can do trade override if you want. Basically means if they decline an offer, you can go ahead and say, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to push it through anyway, basically. And then, another fun thing to do on here is sliders. I play on Hall of Fame, and you know, it can be unrealistic a lot of the time. If you want to play a more realistic MyCAREER, go ahead and load some sliders by pressing Y on that page. Realistic sliders. This dude has 500,000 downloads. You know, there's a lot of different ones that you can download. You can, you know, most realistic. That's something I would look like. Most accurate. Okay, so you download that and you can kind of just see it's custom now. And then from there, the possibilities are endless, guys. Do whatever you want. Fire your coach if you don't like him. You know, everything is so customizable. And now you can play MyCAREER without all the restrictions. It's stupid. One thing I will remind you guys real quick is, I think if you edit your player at all, you're going to have to come back into settings and make sure you go back to player lock. I don't think I actually saved anything on my player, so we're good. But make sure if you edit your player at all before you start your next game, make sure you go back to player lock. And if you do start your next game, it's all good. You can just quit, change your settings real quick, and then come right back in. So we're going to go into a game, kind of see what it looks like. So once you get in a game, press up on your D-pad like, you know, that, and, you know, the score will pop up. Or not your score, but your stats will pop up, as well as any badges you have, anything like that. See, Lillard's taking a crazy shot. Give me that board. Any questions, recommendations, anything like that, guys, put it in the comments. Okay? Don't worry about anything. Just put it into the comments. What you think look good? Oh yeah, that look good. I'm out of here, guys.